One of the next things I want to talk about in our Dark Rhetoric series is gatekeeping. And gatekeeping is a technique used by people who are really looking to assert control over who gets to participate in a conversation or who gets to participate in a group. It is a way to elevate oneself and gain essentially control and power over others by taking and asserting who gets access, right? Or who gets privilege or whatever that might be. And you'll see this in conversations. You'll see it in behavior in the form of uh, people saying things like, well, you didn't go to the right school, or you didn't read the right book, or you didn't, you're not a member of my favorite organization. You'll hear it in the form of, well, you're a X in name only, or you are a false, Y. And whatever that might sort of be or sound like, it's always about essentially creating an in-group and an out-group that the person who makes those statements is essentially the controller of, by saying, well, I'm in the group and you're not, and therefore your conversation or your opinion or your emotional content or whatever it might be has no value, is essentially, again, part of that sort of elevating process. And so when you hear these things in conversation, you will immediately see that kind of what they're really trying to do is puff themselves up, right? The subversion here is a self-elevation and a reduction of everyone else. When you see it, there, it might be tempting to say, you may have heard this in old conversations, well, who died and made you king kind of thing. When you look to get around gatekeeping as a thing, the important part of the conversation there is to understand that if you continue to give them the authority to set the goalposts, whatever they might appear to be, rest assured they will forever move. So there's no point in engaging in the conversation when it comes to like, well, I went to this school or that school, or, oh, I know this or that, or I've done these X things, X, Y, and Z. There will always be yet another hurdle. It's a moving goalpost kind of situation. So when you're confronted with gatekeeping, you want to help talk about or essentially move the gatekeeping conversation out of the possession of one individual and perhaps into a larger organization is one way to talk about it. As you start to look to resolve this, you might say things like, listen, there may or may not be a difference in education or experience or background here, but everyone is impacted by whatever it is you're discussing. And so as people that are impacted by this, we get to participate in the conversation. There might be opportunities for debate, like, hey, listen, I don't know what it is you think that you're protecting. Let's talk about that. What are you protecting? What's the thing you're trying to keep these other folks out of? Is there some sort of integrity there? Is there some sort of, specialized knowledge or expertise that you are essentially putting out of reach of everyone else? As you go through the process of dealing with people that are gatekeeping, you're going to find more often than not, it is just projected emotional content about their own insecurities, or again, deceptive ways to essentially maintain and gather power. As you process this, look for those opportunities in yourself when you find yourself gatekeeping, because it will happen. This is not, we talk about these as dark rhetoric techniques, but everyone has probably done something like these once or twice in their life. They may do it all the time. They may do it only periodically. But as you do, understand that that's actually just pointing you to opportunities for self-growth and self-development.